This is Haley Dyer, your independent, close to my heart consultant. Welcome to my craft room. Do you like to add a little sparkle or bling to your projects? Well, today's technique tutorial will do just that. Let me show you how. We're going to create this cute little project. It could be a bookmark or a scrapbook page element. Wouldn't this be cute to give to someone on a card? Can you see the sparkle? Let me show you how. We're beginning with my Baroque alphabet stamp set. I've chosen the initial A for someone special, and because I'm using the veranda papers, I'm going to ink up my A in juniper ink, and I'm stamping it on a 1.5 inch square of vanilla cream cardstock. Thanks to our wonderful clear acrylic stamps, I can see where I'm placing this for some precision stamping. There we go. Now, because our inks are water-based or dye-based, I'm going to set this one aside and use the A I stamped earlier because it's good and dry. I'm going to be adding liquid glass, and I don't want my ink to run. Now, many of you are already familiar with liquid glass. It's a great product, and it adds a lot of shine. So I'm going to begin just by tracing the inside of that letter, the A, with the liquid glass. This takes a minute or two. Did you know that liquid glass is also a great adhesive? I use it to hold buttons and bows and anything bulky. So I'm just filling in the inside of that monogram A just by tracing over what I can see here where I stamp, tracing over it with the tip. I'm going to close this before I make a mess. Now, we could leave this A as is. Can you see the shine? And it will dry shiny, but I want to add some sparkle. So I've got my craft tray and my Prisma glitter. I'm going to lay that A down in there, open up my Prisma glitter, and just pour some on. Don't worry, you can't use too much. I'm going to tap off the excess glitter into my craft tray. Ta-da! And I'll be able to dump that leftover glitter back into the jar. Now, it takes probably 15 minutes to an hour for liquid glass to dry, so we're not going to use this one for today's project. Instead, here's the square that I've already stamped, liquid glassed, and glittered. And now it's just a matter of putting together our bookmark. I started with one of our Dimensional Elements perennials. I love these flowers, they're so cute. And a piece of the Veranda Creative Basics paper. This pattern is fabulous. I lay down my paper face down onto my mat, lay my dimensional element on top of that, and then with a pencil I just traced around, all the way around that dimensional element. And then the next step, of course, was to cut it out. Since that's a little boring to watch, I went ahead and cut one out already and adhered it with our fabulous Bonding Memories glue. Ta-da! I love this because it's a little wet when it goes on, and you can wiggle things around just a little to get it just right when you need it to be. After I glued this to the dimensional element, I did take a finishing file and I just sanded the edge to finish it off. That way, if it didn't overlap just right or maybe overlap too much, I could even it out. I'm leaving this with a little bit of a shabby chic edge, which is okay. I like the look. It's up to you. You can finish it off more. You can really smooth it out. You can add marker. You can sponge the edges, but I'm going to leave mine a little rough. The next step is to adhere this large paper clip found at my local office supply store. I adhered it with, what else? Liquid glass. Like I said, it'll hold, I think, anything. I did put a foam square in the middle, and I've added two little ones on each side. On the back of that A that I pre-stamped and glittered for you, I've added two more foam squares at the top. I've already peeled off the sticky backs of those, and I just need to peel off the sticky back of this big one, and we're ready to make our little bookmark sandwich. So here we go. And now we have that A with the cute flower behind it. The next step is to attach a 5-inch piece of ribbon. This creme brulee ribbon came with the Veranda Creative Basics pack that I'm using, and I just tie it on with a simple knot. If you're worried about this coming off, you could always use a little dot of liquid glass, but remember, it does dry really shiny and you will see it, so be careful with that. Here we go. Here's another project using the same technique, only this time I cut the monogram down a little smaller and put it on a smaller dimensional element and glued that to a clothespin for this gift bag. And how about this Christmas card with the liquid glass and Prisma glitter? Just an outline to give it a little design and make it sparkle. Reminds me of sugar cookies. So remember, if you want to add a little sparkle to your product, just grab your liquid glass and your Prisma glitter and have fun. Thanks.